Yeah, what up, folks? What up, folks? What's going on with y'all, man? We back with another episode of Figuring Shit Out.
Yep.
God dang
Episode
it.
9.
That's right. That's right. We getting counting the numbers up, ain't we?
Yeah.
And we back, my man, Lionel. But before we get to that, y'all know what I am about. Know who I am? King Arthur. Got my websites down there. 2020 Faces with the LED mask. Cuddy app, the on-demand hair service app, and then Envy Grindstones, computer literacy, man. Frank Flack. Tell them
Yes,
what you about, bro.
sir. I got my loserperspective.com. We got a media company. I'm doing a special. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but it's coming soon. Um, look out for that. I'm gonna definitely share the links about that. Got the Bunee Flacs, cybersecurity training, blog, videos, and then Silver Syndicate, my silver side hustle, silver and gold commodities. We gonna definitely talk about that, I'm sure.
For sure.
But that's me in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So we got my man Lionel. What is this? BlockChainGames.World.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you introduce yourself as to what you do and what BlockChainGames.World is.
Okay. Right now, want me to just
Go
into
in.
it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. I'm Lionel, founder and CEO of BlockChainGames.World, and you can tell by the name. We specialize in blockchain gaming, and even though I know right now is not the best time for crypto. I mean, people who got in this last year, but you know how that goes. For some people, it is the best time. For people who really know what's up,
Right.
this is where all the real money is made. But my company, there's two separate halves of it. We have a learning side of the company where we really just want to spread information on crypto. That was really the main purpose of our company as first, was to try to get more people into crypto, more people to not feel intimidated by the word cryptocurrency,
Right.
and to just understand why this blockchain technology is important for the future and the different. So that's how we started off, and then through that we kind of transitioned into I don't really want to say transition, because it's not like we're not spreading knowledge no more. We're actually doing that more than the gaming side of things.
Right.
But we were going to use our game as a way to help accomplish the first mission, to help teach people about crypto, because we started the company in 2021. I think we got our LLC, and that was
Nice.
right around the time that NFTs really started popping off,
Mm-hmm.
and digital real estate started going. So we
Two
came up with
buzzwords.
yeah, exactly. And so we came up with an idea, got our tokenomics worked out for that, and pitch deck going and everything, and sent the idea to this company called Seven Startup Studios, and
Right.
they actually accepted the idea. And that was my first time being a part of an accelerator. So it's a real big learning experience being a part of that. We got like free office space downtown
Nice.
for a year, and access to all of their resources, and the ability to pitch to their investors.
Okay.
So I learned a lot, met a lot of founders, met a lot of other entrepreneurs, and I found out that Virginia isn't really tech savvy
Not at
when
all.
it comes to games. Yeah,
Unfortunately,
that money
it's sad. Yeah.
isn't really getting thrown out for tech startups in this area.
Not
And I
at
felt
all.
once I got behind that curtain that a lot of the tech, they're trying to do it now. They really want to start promoting, tech companies here, but really a lot of us leave to Miami. A lot of us leave.
Wow. It's funny you
So,
mention it.
yeah, Miami's
another
the
story.
spot right now. We got
Facts.
people from 757 tech startups in
Yeah.
Miami right now.
Right.
And they're doing it.
do
Yeah.
you know any name by name or what you want?
Yeah, I know. What's Jeremy? We actually had him on the podcast. That's who I'm thinking about when I'm talking about this
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
This cat named who
Oh, yeah.
finance guy, and he doesn't have his own startup, but he's in the circle. Like what he does is he's like an advisor. He helps startups
Mm-hmm.
get funded, basically.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's a black dude from here, and you know, he's kind of trying to tell us like, yeah, come on down, bro. He
Come
put
down to
a
Miami.
bunch of
That's what's
different
up.
websites and stuff like that.
That's what's
So
up.
what actually is blockchaingames.world? Is it a game? Is it just a website? Is it
Right as now, it's a website which is kind of serving as our pitch deck. You know,
Mhm.
and we do have 2 games that are in development. Problem is, you know, with both of them, we're at the we need money phase of each of them.
Funding, yeah.
Take the next step. You know, we have to, as far as hiring the coders, as far as hiring the all that's the problem with cryptocurrency, is that you kind of have to have a what do you call it? You have to have that launch that that's the word I'm looking for. I'm like, what is the name
Launch
of that word?
platform.
Yeah, you have to have a private sale in order to
Mhm.
fund your launch, because if not, the money isn't there to really support your coin when it's launched. You know, and that's how you can end up pumping and dumping on accident. You know, so we hit the point where we really need liquidity
Right.
enough to hold up our coin for the initial investors, and we have it all worked out in our white paper on our website. If watching games.world and click tokenomics,
Mhm.
we have an entire tokenomics, for those who don't know, is the token economics of your coin. So game is tied in with our coin in its own ecosystem. As far as like, for you playing the game, you're actually generating income for yourself, and you also
Right.
have digital real estate. And you know, our game is it's like a character driven game, so
Right.
you'll actually, in theory, people will be able to earn money working in this game as if it was The Sims or Grand Theft Auto or something like that.
Nice. Nice. So
Yeah.
let's put a question, because I don't want to go too fast. I want to take it back to your origin. Like, when did
Okay.
you first get into crypto? Like, how you heard about it for the first time? What did you buy? You know, how much was it back then? Were you
Mm-hmm.
like first in Bitcoin, or a few years late?
Man. So unfortunately, I completely ignored my homie who was trying to put me
Like
on.
most of us.
Yeah,
Everybody.
in
That's everybody.
20, I want to say it was like 2010 or something like that, where
Wow.
Bitcoin, when he told me about it, and I looked at Bitcoin and it was like $1, if not under $1.
Mm-hmm.
And my homie was basically trying to tell me like, yo, man, if you buy this, it would be an easier way for you to hold your money. And I was like, well, then how would I get it back? I asked him like one
Right.
question. Nah,
Mad questions.
I
I
I
I still
I
got mad questions
wish.
about it, but right.
I'm like, bro,
Everybody has those stories where like they could have got like 50 bitcoins at one point, or at
yeah,
least 10
Big fact.
or 5, or like, what I'm
Hmm.
saying, like, and
man.
then the price it is today is like ridiculous. It would change everybody's life, but
If
yeah.
I would have just looked at one YouTube video, just one. That's why you never know. You never know what God be trying to bring to you, man.
That's a big fact.
Because then after that, so the next, I completely ignored it. Maybe like 2 or 3 years went by, and I saw that it was at 1,000, and that's when I was like,
That's
oh
still
snap!
early.
Like,
That's still
is it too late?
early. Right.
And actually, another homie of mine, a friend of me and Brian, named Danny, he was the one who came at me with the actual blockchain technology. He came at me with knowledge. He didn't really just tell it to me, but he was a lot more, he told me like, yo, it's not too late. And there was this platform called STEEMIT. At
Mm-hmm.
the time, I remember Ethereum was $250.
Yep.
Cardano was 4 cent.
Wow.
I can't remember
Yeah.
what Bitcoin was,
Litecoin.
but I remember those because I was really paying attention to those, specifically Ethereum, because it was 200, and it was like the new hot thing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cardano Hopkinson, the founder of Cardano, just broke off from Ethereum.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this website called STEEMIT. STEEMIT.com is basically like a Facebook for cryptocurrency,
Mm-hmm.
where your likes are a currency. And I was really into that idea, because and Danny explained it to me whenever these apps are free, you're the product.
Correct.
So he was like, so
every
this
time, yeah.
Just like this new currency thing, man, there's a way where you're getting paid for that content that you're putting out. He's like, every time you write a comment, that's content that they're using. And on this web, if you get likes on your comment, it's all of the likes that you get are a cryptocurrency. And I got into that, and I wrote an article, and I made $100 off of a post that I made, just telling about my time where I was living in LA.
On the site that was giving you money for the post.
Yep, STEEMIT.
Okay.
I don't know if it's .net or dot what, but yeah, and then being a part of the website was nothing but crypto information every
right.
And this is like 6 years ago. So I got deep into that. That's when I started learning, like, wow, there's a lot of really smart people in this space, and this is serious. I saw it was a big deal. And I started learning about all that stuff through there. And that's when I started investing. Like I got into Cardano at 4 cents.
Are you still holding it, or?
Nah, I done. Okay. Yeah, I was being a new investor, man. I made a lot of mistakes. Like, I made a lot of money in crypto, but I should have made, if I would have known what I know now.
I think that's
way
everybody.
Up.
Like I have bad history with crypto, right? So like I didn't start paying attention to maybe 2016, 2017. Bitcoin was like bubbling at 4,000 or 5,000. Was it Ethereum might have been like at 5, Litecoin was at 100. And I made some money. You know, I put in, a few thousand or whatever. And at that time it was like Bitcoin was just on some crazy just hike, right? It was just escalating. It was just going up. And I'm looking at my account. I'm showing my girl, like, look, this shit just keeps going up. I don't know what to fucking do. You know what I mean? I think, was it 2018? January 2018, there was a crash, right? Bitcoin went up to 20, and then it just like chopped in half.
Went down.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was my very first. I mean, I did lose, right? But it was like, yo, what the fuck is this? For that, and during that time, that turned me off to crypto for probably a year and a half, 2 years almost. I was like, I'm done with this.
Did you sell or buy? Did you sell or buy more?
When that shit dropped, I sold. I was selling on the way down. You know,
that's what we do. That's what we do.
But wasn't the next move after that like 35 or something like that?
Not for a couple of years. Not for a year.
Yeah, it went to 65. Yeah.
That was like 2 years after that, right? Or like a year and a half or something.
Thing. 3 year. It dropped. It went from 20,000, which at the time was the all-time high, 19,000, all the way down to 3,000.
Yeah.
And then it stayed around that low for 3 years.
Correct.
It didn't pass 20,000 for 3 years, but then when it did, it went up to 60. Went up,
right, which is recently. You know what I mean? And then I was messing with XRP. I was on the Tron train for a while. I had a whole bunch of altcoins. I got a Kraken account. I got shit up there. I don't even know what it is. Mostly, so my strategy, which may not be great, right? Because I ain't really made money, to be honest. I would just buy a bunch of alts at the lowest that, when they start, buy millions, 10 million, 20 million, whatever, for like $10 or whatever, and just hold it. I mean,
are you holding long enough?
Well, shit, nah. I'm out of crypto now, I'll be honest. Did I freeze?
A little
like
bit.
I froze, yeah.
There you go.
We got bad connection. I jumped out. I'll be honest, I'm not in no crypto. I haven't been in crypto for like 3-4 months. That's me personally.
Man.
So Lionel, was your investing into crypto your first introduction into investing, or were you invested before, or like you just say this crypto thing, I'm gonna give it a shot because it's going crazy?
Yeah, crypto really investing, man. I really wasn't a big stock guy or anything like that. Crypto was the first thing that really got me into it.
Oh, all right. So what made you stick with it? Like, did you get a big win to say like, nah, this is it, or?
The winning made me stay, but then also I'm a nerd. I'm a tech guy,
right?
So and just the philosophy behind cryptocurrency. I'm also a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, let's go.
So
let's go.
Yeah,
I am
man.
That too.
I think hearing about decentralization, man, learning, I'm like, damn, a lot of the shit that I complain about, man, here looks like it could be a solution. Not maybe solution, but shit, a step in the right direction.
Try something, figure something out.
Yeah, and it's the first time in the history of the planet that there has ever been currency not owned by the elite,
Man.
you know, by the kings.
I don't know. So go ahead, King. Go ahead, King.
No, so I was gonna say, so understanding the technology of smart contracts.
Yeah.
Right. I get what Lionel was saying, right? But also what Frank is about to say, right? Understanding the control of who coded these things. You know what I mean? Like somebody owns that, right? A robot didn't create that. So go ahead, Frank.
I mean, I don't know. So like you mentioned conspiracy. I'm a conspiracy head, right? My thing is the reason. I'll be honest. The reason I just dumped. I pretty much got out is because and this is probably the most important. I never really made money, right? So I'm sure if people told me about Dodge, and I ignored it, right? I was it's just another altcoin. I never jumped in. Then it blew up, and I missed that train. After that was SHIB. I got some SHIB. I got SHIB real early. It was at like 0.00001 or whatever. Got my 10 million SHIB. I made a little money in like 6 months. But then SHIB crapped out. You know what I mean? So like, I'm the type. I'm like, man, this is not working. Either I'm not in the right coins, or it's really not something for the mass public to really make money. Make money with. Either you get in early and you strike it. You get lucky, or you're like 99% of people and you just get fucked. You know what I mean? So that's maybe you can go ahead.
Well, I would say to that that's just the smoke bubbling up from the fire. You know what I mean? As we are, all of us new investors in there hopping in at the wrong times, is by the time we're hearing about it by our friends, we're already too late.
Correct. Yeah.
So you don't really know for sure when it comes to whatever Elon Musk is talking about, whatever in any of that stuff, it's pretty much lost unless you got in there early. But when I talk and as being a believer into it, I'm 2025, 2030. I'm talking when you can open up your phone and buy gas with Bitcoin, or when
connections.
You're taking your IRA
right
with Bitcoin.
Let me pause you for a second.
They're doing now.
Yeah, they just now.
I'm sorry, King. Is it choppy when he's speaking to you?
Yeah,
on your side?
It's connection starting to slow down a little bit.
Okay.
I wonder if that's my internet.
Because I think some of the last stuff you were saying was chopping up a little bit. I just wanted to catch it.
Oh, am I good now?
I think so.
You're straight now.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. Check. So if you could repeat your last point.
So there's a lot of things where that just give me confirmation that although we may miss the next Dogecoin, those are all get quick, where you might as well go to Vegas.
Right.
If you're trying to hit like that, you might as well go to Vegas, honestly, or just a time right now where everybody's mad at, everybody hates it. Now's the time to buy, but don't go buying a meme coin or something like that. I recommend people to at least buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, because the thing about Bitcoin is that it's the gold standard of cryptocurrency, and it's deflationary asset, just like diamonds or gold or something like that.
So question, do you think Bitcoin is here to stay forever as far as like a new economic after the new economy, right? Cryptocurrency is going to replace fiat. Do you believe that fiat is on its way out and then crypto is going to take over?
I would replace next to it.
It keeps chopping up.
I'm choppy again?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's my internet.
You look like you're in like Hawaii or some shit.
You do.
Across the world.
You got a hell of light.
You got bright lights.
Yeah, this light is ending me right now. I can see myself like.
Yeah.
Dang, but I was saying, shit, what was I saying?
Oh
That
yeah, oh yeah. I asked if Bitcoin's here to stay, would replace fiat.
Yeah.
right. So I don't think that it's gonna replace fiat, but I think that it's gonna stand literally right next to it. You know, and it'll be a nice alternative for the people who are hip to it.
Mhm.
You know, and I'm saying because it's needed. Look at the cycle that we've been trapped in forever of
Facts.
recession, boom, and
Inflation.
recession, boom, recession. It like it's not even crypto's not even only for us, bro. For real, at this point, it's for the government too. It's for the too. It's for the wealthy too. The rich people, they're just
So,
as tired as we are
but you think
of
they gonna
the
play fair with it?
of the cycle. Yeah,
You,
yeah, man. I
Those are,
think
you
yeah,
think they
those are,
gonna play
that's
fair
my
with it?
issue. That's my issue. I got mad trust issues with
Because
government.
once they pull all the resources together and take majority ownership of the value of the, so if they start owning most of the coins, they can do what they want with it, right?
well, we're at the mercy of that no matter what. But man, yeah, I was saying that this is the only time that we've ever been able to invest in a company without jumping through all the regulations and the hoops and stuff, without having to be an accredited investor. Like,
Right. Because with stocks, they put caps. Was it 25K, and then
you
they
know,
to day trade or whatever. So yeah, they do put caps. They do have limitations. So you think basically, and I agree. So I'll put it this way: before several months ago, so like November, December last year is when I started looking at crypto differently, and then I started slowly exiting. But before that, right, I was on the same page, right? It was I was putting money in every paycheck. You know what I'm saying? I made a little money here. I even I have an NFT project. I made a small project, threw some NFTs in there, sold maybe like
mhm.
two or three of them. But I'm at the point right now where it's like me personally, I don't know if it's healthy, but I have a distrust of economics, the government, the Federal Reserve, fiat, and even crypto. Because I look at it, and
Mhm.
again, I could be biased because I never really, had a payday, a huge payday, a life changing payday.
Young
But
hater.
right, but I mean, I'm not, I'm in the 99%, right? I'm not. It's just when people talk about, hey, just buy Bitcoin or buy crypto, it's gonna go up, and it's like that's not necessarily the case for a lot of people, and I don't really see a lot of people pulling themselves out of poverty or making, you know what I'm saying?
Of the crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So it's almost like
tough, and I don't blame you.
yeah, the numbers aren't like the numbers are there for you could get lucky, but it's almost like the same as fiat. You know what I mean? You can have a business idea, you could hit the lottery, or you could do something great on the fiat side, traditional economy, and make money. But then I feel like crypto is the
Mhm.
same deal. It's like it's not really helping the majority. You know what I'm saying? 99% of the people.
Yeah, and the reason why it's not helping the majority is because
Adopting
um,
it.
we're not what am I trying to? I'm trying to say, like, we're not experienced investors. That's what I'm
Facts.
trying to say. We come in at the wrong times and we exit at the wrong times.
Correct. Yeah.
Like when it's going down, we don't get excited. You literally have to
It gets
flip
scared. Yeah.
your you have to flip your thinking when it comes in investing. And I had to learn this the hard way that right now, times like now where everybody hates crypto, no one's really talking about it.
Right.
This is where the rich people are
Stocking
eating it
up.
up,
Stocking up.
stacking
Yeah.
up, stacking up, because they know 2025 when Bitcoin's 100,000, and guess what? That's when people gonna be buying.
It's supposed to be
When
Unfortunately,
it's high,
it's
right?
supposed
getting
to be
ready to get
100,000 this
dumped on
year.
again. Everybody's gonna sit out. Everybody's gonna sit now. We should be buying, and they're not gonna buy until their cousins telling them at the dinner table, like, "Yo,
Get this new
get
coin.
in,
Yeah.
get in on this. Bitcoin 60,000, Bitcoin 70,000," and then everybody's gonna buy again, and then they're gonna get dumped on. It's gonna go back down, and
There's
unfortunately,
pattern. Yeah.
That is
that's
the
how I
game,
think it
huh?
was Warren Buffett who said, buy when everyone's fearful and sell
Mm-hmm.
when everyone's greedy.
Right.
But
Makes sense.
that's just if you're trying to come and make a bag. If you're just trying to make a bag. But
So
for me,
let
I said, I'm thinking long term,
right,
so
right.
I'm fine anyway.
And
You
for
know,
anyone listening, we probably should have said this at the beginning. Nobody here is giving financial advice, right?
right,
Right.
right,
With nobody on this podcast is giving financial advice. Don't go out and buy all the Bitcoin. Don't go, sell all your stuff. We're not financial advisors. Don't come for us. So
yeah,
let me make that
'cause-
statement now.
right, because it's dangerous. You playing with fire, definitely. You know,
Right.
and I talk with a lot of confidence, like I know for sure what's gonna happen. At the end of the day, I don't know. Nobody knows. This shit could get banned, tomorrow or something.
Yeah, and they've been
But
trying. They surely been
Some
trying.
countries have.
Yeah.
yeah, but from what I see, man, I saw J.P. Morgan go from calling it a scam to endorsing
Mm-hmm.
it. I saw
Mm-hmm.
Now see,
Mark Cuban
right.
turn a
That makes my eye twitch. I'll be honest, it
Mhm.
does. It makes my eye twitch.
Yeah, Elon Musk. These are not people who, Elon Musk, Mark Cuban, J.P. Morgan,
Mm-hmm.
Fidelity.
And I think it's once they understood the smart contracts behind it, right,
Mhm.
and the actual technology and how it could be applied in elsewhere, right? Internet of the Things. I'm big on IoT, so using blockchain and smart contracts with IoT, it's gonna be a game changer for factories and all kinds of crazy stuff. But like Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're the what is it? The proof of concept, right? Proving that
Mhm.
these things work, that it's tangible, and that they're sustainable. So therefore, they can use the actual technology behind it to do
Right.
actual things. So it ain't actually just the coin itself, or it's
Yeah.
actually the technology that's supporting the coin, right?
Right. Yeah. So these coins are shares of the company.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of instances, Dogecoin is just a coin. It's a use. But if you talking about now Ethereum is like buying a piece of the internet. You're actually the most used blockchain when you're buying
Mm-hmm.
Ethereum. It's not just a coin. And that's going to be used for, it has a lot of use cases like peer-to-peer loans,
Mm-hmm.
have a whole different system of that. NFTs, most of the NFTs are ran on Ethereum's blockchain. There's mortgages in Bitcoin. You can buy with, I think it's called Travala. You can
Mm-hmm.
already buy hotel,
Hotels.
plane tickets.
Mm-hmm.
You can run your whole vacation on
You can
with
buy a
crypto.
Tesla.
That and that's and we're still early, way before it's really in there.
So I see that your blockchain world got a coin, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What is it? The BCGC, and
Blockchain game world coin.
the coin. What's the difference between a GC and a GW? But the real question is, right? What's the difference between a meme coin, and a valuable coin, right? So you had mentioned the meme coin, like the Doge, whatever. They don't have any real tangibleness behind it, right? Any
Yeah.
intellectual property, anything like that, right?
Mhm.
Not even a face. It's a fucking picture. It's compared to an actual valuable coin, like a coin like something that you guys created, and why they are different.
Yeah, so something like Dogecoin and Shiba Coin was just created just just because the concept of cryptocurrency, and just because you can, and because the way that our society works, how people like to just hop on anything, they kind of, like they said, everybody knows Dogecoin was made as a joke, where it went up and it made a lot of people, it's because like any Ponzi scheme, that's what happened. So they took blockchain technology and the ability to have a digital currency, and it's a meme coin and yeah, it's pretty much useless unless somebody like Elon Musk makes it to where you can actually buy Tesla, or if Amazon starts accepting Dogecoin for some reason. I don't know if they are or not, but so that's a meme coin and might as well just be a scam. It has no what they call use cases. Now, coins with use cases would be like Uniswap.
Uniswap, okay.
Yeah, it's a decentralized application where it's basically exchange and using the coin Uniswap gives perks in that ecosystem. So it'll make your transactions will be cheaper. So once you have something where you have a use case where you get something out of just having it, or even Bitcoin, there's not enough Bitcoin in the world for every single person to even own one. So that by itself, being the gold standard of the entire cryptocurrency, always get value over time, the way that they have it set up. As long as Bitcoin will always be worth more than it was in the past over time.
So is it going to replace the value of gold, or is it just going to be its own entity, like a digital version of gold?
It's digital gold, basically. They mine it, the equation gets harder, and they're giving out less and less, and there's going to be a time where it stops, where they can't mine any more Bitcoin. Every single, there's a number, I don't know if it's a trillion or what, but there's a hard number of Bitcoin that
I thought it was 21 million.
Like, okay, there's no more Bitcoin. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. Or you got to buy some or something.
So was it 21 million Bitcoin, or?
I think so. Was that it?
So what's going to stop folks from making another coin when that's full up, right?
They can, but it won't be Bitcoin.
All right, I don't mean to interrupt, guys. We're gonna jump into the music break. This is NADIYA and Ant. The song's called One Love. NADIYA, super dope. Puerto Rico represent. Let's jump right into this.
Yeah, Lionel. Like halfway through point, we throw a video in the middle. Okay. Get a break and then get back to it afterwards.
Yeah.
We'll be the beholders of the heart of God.
You feel it in your soul, don't you? You're just scared to let it go, but you already know, don't you? 'Cause we're two halves of the same whole, and I know you know the world is on the run, don't you? How we're fed fear on the go, they don't want us to grow. They're scared to see us whole. I think I need your love tonight. Our love is one, could ease the world on fire. I might be young, but see I'm quite the light. And I'm here to fight, and I'm here to fight. You feel that we are one, don't you? So below and as above, look around the orb, won't you? Won't you? Everyone at war, what are we living for if it ain't about the love? The don't it pain to know the places we could go if we just return home. And I think I loved you at first sight. My sight was quick to see some strength in life. I might be young, but see I'm quite divine. And I'm here to fight, and I'm here to find one love, one love, one
It took me years to find who I hide, the feeling I suppressed inside.
Cause the outside rejected my type.
They say love is blind, so all you see is darkness. Fall into the abyss,
No hand is coming to save you.
so you start climbing. But along the journey, you keep slipping.
Ain't no foundation, so your feet
Has no gripping. You start to believe what you think. Others think about you.
when you never took the time to ask.
What do you believe about yourself? Is it the doubt that paralyzes
Your first step, when you know you carry a gift?
Power is heavy for what it's meant to release.
I feel it in your eyes. You hold back who you are supposed to be.
Only you know what you need to share.
But nobody can hear
If you keep putting yourself on mute, let them dispute your tone.
why your
Voice
voice.
guides us home.
Cause once you unlock you, it frees me. For you and I, form we.
When you feel it in your soul,
Don't be afraid to leap.
Some paths don't have footprints because you haven't planted your feet.
don't wait for perfect.
It's in the divine.
No one can take what's already mine.
One.
Love.
We'll be the beholders of the happy things. Now I said, with a little help, with a little help from God.
Do you guys
Thank you. That was NADIYA. One love. Check
That was
out.
a nice little visit.
Yeah, we slowed down a little bit this time. Check out her on Spotify. She just released a project called Divination like a month or two ago. It's pretty dope. Definitely on Janae Echo vibes.
Yeah, real smooth though.
Yeah. So hopefully the second half of this is a little better technical wise.
Yeah.
The good thing.
Uh,
Go ahead, King. Let me not say
no,
that.
yeah. So I want to get back to this coin thing, man, because like I said, I was deep into the smart contract part, right? The development of it, the the Web3 part, how it's gonna be interacting with the browsers and stuff like that. But so why did you make your own coin, right? Why did you make your own coin for your game, and what does it do?
So with ours, I was looking into a lot of the metaverse gaming, like how I was saying, and I thought it was interesting that with some of those games, some of these third world countries, people are literally going to work, getting paid to play these games, and I'm a big gamer.
Nice.
And when I was in the Coast Guard, I got put on to these things called text-based games, which it's kind of like a RPG, but online, and you would build up a character and they would do little wars. It would be like the games that I would play would usually be around like Mafia, and it would really help us pass the time.
Right.
And I saw that was coming to crypto. A version of that was coming to crypto, like or was the other one Land? I think it was.
Not sure.
Selling, they're basically taking it and turning it into digital real estate. And I saw that they were leaving out the whole part, the part that makes gamers have fun with games,
right,
playing against people and stuff like that. So I basically took the idea of space game and gaming like Sims and attached it to the whole metaverse digital real estate idea for the purpose of gamers and people who supported our coin in our community, the chance to make money, because not only would you be owning land, you would also be able to charge rent. So it would be like a monthly to you from the players.
So let me ask you something, because something that always kind of made me just go, was the whole metaverse digital real estate. Like, I guess maybe you could tell me, where's the tangibility of it as far as utility? Like, I know as far as entertainment wise and video games, it can be fun and you can make money, but like on the grand scheme of things, how is it an economic asset?
Because if the power go down, that shit ain't nothing.
Right. That's my thing is like, without electricity or technology or computer chips and screens, like
solar power generator to get some money. Come on now.
I mean, that's what they say, but when is the internet is never going to go out? I mean,
it has to.
If it could, if it would, then that's the end of you talking about apocalypse.
There's outages in certain areas, you know, geolocation.
But what about it's over policed or over governed, like so not allowing people access to speeds of internet, right, or certain browser websites and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
They're already doing that in China. You know what I mean? So what if something like that was to happen?
Unfortunate. I mean,
right.
you know, is a concern. You know, that's a valid concern. I think that would suck, and there really would be nothing that we could do around it. But with the idea and supporting it, I face with what we got right now.
Right.
You know, the reason why it makes sense to me in the moment is the same reason why we all are in the social media.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the same reason have game. The same reason why we have YouTube channels. You know, YouTube channels and how they make so much money once you have 1 million followers.
Right.
That's the same reason why digital real estate is a valuable thing. The same reason why anybody owning a website is a valuable thing. You know, are we all gonna shut websites one day? The internet could get turned off.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that could happen, and we would all. It would suck, but
that's a good point.
But we gotta move what we got right now, and as you're whatever project you're into, whatever digital real estate is of the community that it builds because of the community. That's what makes digital land worth something. Like Snoop Dogg is real big into sandbox. I hope I'm saying the right one. He has a lot of land there, right? And now all the land around the land that Snoop Dogg owns,
everyone around him,
high demand,
millions of dollars. It's crazy for pixels on the website.
Right. So here's a question. Here's a question. So Metaverse, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's Facebook's platform. Can we consider the Metaverse and the fact that it's sitting on Facebook, can we call that decentralized since Facebook owns it, Facebook's running it, Facebook's essentially in charge of it? Like, would that make it decentralized, or is that centralizing digital asset, property?
Yeah, that's definitely
okay. So
100%.
So there's not. So wait, you chopped up again. I'm sorry. Did you say it was centralized or decentralized?
It's don't get much more centralized.
Okay, got it. Okay. So anybody fucking with Facebook, getting on their platform, you're pretty much. It's like Facebook it obviously has the most to gain because it's their platform. You know, every sale of whatever benefits Facebook more than anybody else.
Yeah, in that metaverse, Mark Zuckerberg is God.
Okay,
but there's more than one metaverse, right?
Yeah, exactly. And there's metaverses have always been around. We just never had a name for them.
He just coined the name first.
Call of Duty. You playing Call of Duty online? You're in a metaverse.
Yeah, PS basically. Home. I remember PS Home like 10 years ago. I think it was on a PS3 or the PS4.
Yeah. The thing is, though, they never blockchain technology. We never had money for these meta. I mean, we did. Like, you could have money when you're playing the Sims.
Inside the game, yeah.
Yeah, but you couldn't really sell your Grand Theft Auto.
Can't bring it to the outside, yeah.
For anything else. So now that bridge is created, and then NFTs came, and it's like, okay, now we could even have art. Now you can have art. So now you can have items. You can have a plant. You now in the Sims, if you have a Mona Lisa on the wall, it technically can be an NFT that's really worth $1 million. So what currency basically did was took gaming and gave us the ability to basically just attach money to everything, like a world.
Like when I heard that, bro, like all I pictured was a dude in a room with 4 walls and a mattress on the floor and a sink and a refrigerator with some goggles on his head with a goddamn $100,000 picture on the wall. Like, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, basically, you know, and as crazy as it sounds and as dystopian as that is, it's still the reality that we're dealing with, you know. And when you look at like quarantine and how shit is awkward in reality. It's like they're even pushing for that shift there and getting the world ready for you to be more digital, more fun, for us to link up. Like right now in the future, all be wearing our goggles and we're literally sitting in the same room.
Ready Player One.
in the metaverse, yeah. And I got my NFT shirt on. Like I might have some crazy, golden shit on, and that costs a lot. And that's just how it'll be. Like people will be flexing in the metaverse.
So it's like the new flex.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it looks like they're building. They're trying to, make.
So to answer the question, ain't no tangibleness behind it, huh?
It depends on what's your definition of tangible. You feel like your website is tangible, or if your website?
No, it's not. It's digital real estate.
Okay. Yeah,
that's a good comparison. So we've been on the internet has been a powerhouse at least for the past 25 years. So when you put it in those terms, it does make sense. For me, in my mind anyway, because being on the internet, having social media sites, fucking having 1,000 followers, get your blue check. People are making money on it. I understand that, but there's the interface. I guess what I'm struggling with is we're still attached to those, to that media, via technology and a phone, a laptop, screens, whatever have you. I think what's happening is they're taking that connection, or I guess our dependence on that aspect, and they're trying to dig us deeper into those worlds. You know what I mean? So when you talk about digital real estate, right? We have houses, brick and mortar, wooden nails, glass, steel. Now you're talking about putting a house that in real life is $100,000 or $500,000, and then saying
an actual asset,
right? And saying this thing is the same as this thing in here in the metaverse, and it's actually the same price. Like that to me is like, I need to see the pros and cons. Like, what are we talking about here for?
Yeah, it's and as a conspiracy theorist myself, I can see where it's gonna turn a lot of people off, and where it is a little bit kind of sad when you think about you don't really want people like we're already attached enough to our phones. But my thing is that sometimes you make of thinking that everything has to be one or the other. I think that we're still gonna have our houses. We still gonna be able to go in the park, unplug from everything, go in the park or the beach and just chill. But it's just gonna be another alternative. The same way like we use social media all day anyway. Right. We're not, and not everybody's making of it. So this is just adding another avenue for people who are into this type of to make more money. And I don't think it's gonna be for everybody, but I think that those that get in on it early and
monetize,
really looking for the opportunity there early, they're gonna be ahead of the game, and it's gonna be life people. Also, I think it's going to be one of them things where everyone ends up there anyway. Not everybody was into MySpace at first. Not everybody was into like a lot of people. It took a long time for like grandma to get on Instagram, on Facebook.
Right. And if you think back to the 90s, not everybody was fucking with the internet, dialing in on AOL with the landlines and all that. Here we are 20 years later. This is a wrap.
Yeah.
So basically, you're saying outside gonna be outside still, but they're just gonna have another world of a more advanced internet.
Yeah, and more chances for people to make money. That's really what it's doing.
Like the original internet.
Yeah, because we're already gaming. We're gaming anyway. We're posting content every day on these platforms for free. So data, this is just another way. And right now, as data stands right now, the only people making money off of our data are the platforms. There's no way for us to make money off of our data. The way the landscape is set up now. This is basically adding a whole nother ecosystem for us to be able to take data, which is not tangible. Data is not tangible at all, but that's one of the most valuable resources in our world right now. You know, if not the most valuable. It's no one here can do shit. We can't do shit with data, but these companies can. So
if
now,
you turn to information.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, what'd you say? I missed it.
If you can turn into information, like the big companies do, right? So it doesn't matter that I'm X age living here and have this many kids and a dog, right? Because to me that's just gibberish, but they figured out how to monetize
information. Oh yeah, no.
It's a whole resource for them.
Yeah, since I think this was a plot that they knew they was gonna do since the 90s when they got everybody attached to it. You know what I'm saying? Advertising, like. Everybody knows this used to be a conspiracy. I'm pretty sure all three of us can agree. All our phones are listening to us all the time.
Right now.
Right. Yeah. Yesterday, I was sitting with my wife talking about something, and I started to sing a little snippet of a song, because it was relevant to the conversation. Literally 2 minutes later, I go on my phone, scroll on Facebook, and then that song, the music video for that song is in my Facebook feed. And I've never seen it. I haven't seen it for months before that, but I say this little song snippet. I wasn't even singing the song. It was just a snippet. Boom, on my phone, the fucking same song. And it's like, come on now. You're listening to us. You're taking our, like you said, you're taking our data, our information.
You gave them the okay when you hit the
download the app, right? When I bought the phone.
The terms and conditions.
That's right.
That's facts.
And so basically, you're saying like, so these coins in the game are just kind of like, if you're gonna play the game anyway, if you're gonna Call of Duty all day anyway, right? If you're gonna Apex all day anyway, if you're gonna Solitary all day, make money, right? So you can just take it with you and use it elsewhere, right? So then other companies will be accepting certain kinds of cryptos, right? That way, if I use it in this game, I can come buy something over here in your store or whatever, right?
And then think about that person who got a mansion in Grand Theft that is worthless. Right. And now they're gonna have a way where that mansion he's actually a millionaire for having for spending all that time in the game leveling up to now.
So is he gonna take the mansion money from GTA and buy him a real mansion, dog? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. That's the beauty about crypto, is that there is that bridge to the real world now. He could actually, if Grand Theft Auto had, Grand Theft Auto coin, and now he can trade that coin for dollars. Now he can hop online. Like, say this hypothetical person, his character can do things that no one else's character can because he spent so much time to get there.
Right.
So now he can, take he spent leveling that character up. Grand Theft Auto coin, sell it for cash, and invest, in the real world, or buy gas, buy food, buy whatever. And then when they go to work, they're going to work in the metaverse.
Yeah.
This is I'm glad that we have someone like you to try to like bridge these gaps, because like I said, but prior to like a year ago, I was all about crypto, but then I started looking at other information. So something that I've always wondered, and maybe is how are they able? So for instance, let's say I want to make an altcoin. I just make a dog meme coin, whatever. Doesn't have utility. I'm just making it, and I'm gonna market the fuck out of it. How does that translate? Let's say it gets popular and people start buying it. They go on the exchanges, they buy my coin, so the price goes up, right? Isn't that a form of just printing money, right? Like you just make a coin. It gets popular. It doesn't mean anything. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody knows where it came from. It doesn't have utility.
You seen them STEEMIT checks?
Huh?
You seen them STEEMIT checks?
Right. It's like printing money. It's basically like, let's just make this thing, and then let's all collectively agree that it has value. And just like that, we can all collectively agree that it doesn't have value. Right? How is that? Yeah. For me, that's anybody can decide on anything. Bitcoin tomorrow could be worthless, and then we can just move on to the next thing. I don't know. I have issues with wrapping my head around the real feasibility of this whole crypto market. It's too convenient. You know what I mean?
So that scenario that you just painted is why white papers are so important and reading white papers, because I mean, just the same thing as like with guns.
Right.
You know, you could say with you can take a gun and you could save a life, or you could take a gun and you could end a life.
Right.
So cryptocurrency is this technology where we have this ability to do something, and now people can take it and do nothing with it, or scam or pump and or people can attach it to something that's actually going to help the community. Like say, so the scenario that you just made was the on the bad end, right?
Right.
So now let's look at the other side. Hey, I'm from Nigeria, and my entire village has trouble going from Nigeria dollars to US dollars when we're trying to sell things and having to send money to Cali and back. So now we came up with Nigeria coin, you know, and through my entire village buying this coin, the price goes up, and it's actually helping us out.
Because then they transferred it back to their
yeah, and it could be instant, or they could even, you know, Cardano's working with the government over in where just use Cardano. They got everybody in this like they gave out free cell phones to people, because once you have a cell phone, now you have a bank, and they just skipped the whole different steps, you know, just off of having a phone. So this is things that are going to help third world country out. This, even though it is printing money, you're right about that, and it can be misused, and it has been misused a bunch of times. But there's also a lot of people who are smart and that have morals and actually want to do good that are going to be out there, you know. Hopefully.
I feel that. I wish there was, in the news anyway, I wish there was more emphasis put on those type of stories, because like what you just talked about, like a lot of those, unless you're looking for it or you subscribe to something that talks about it, you don't hear that in the mainstream, right? You only hear the bad stuff.
Right.
You only hear about the scams and the, you know, hackers and all this shit.
And I think that might be done on purpose too, because I don't think they want people to really know how how impactful crypto is. If you know where to look, you know, you'll see like, oh man, this shit ain't going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. And
I fell in love with the smart contract behind it. So that's what my focus is in on that. But what I was gonna ask you, so your games, right? I see you got 3 games on your website. When are they gonna be done? And so people can just go out there and play like solitaire and collect your coins, and then when they want to transfer, they can to actual anything else, right?
Yeah. So we were going to have a working demo out by the end of this year, but realistically we had to push it back, you know, hit a couple brick walls when it came to funding and stuff like that. Kind of had to take a step back, and right now we're really just focusing on spreading the knowledge of crypto, you know, and really talking. I'm putting out a video a week. We're putting out podcasts too right now, really trying to build our company's following for now.
Nice.
So that then when we do a private sale, it's just going to make more sense, because we'll have more people to participate. Excuse me. We'll have more people to private sale. And we also want to do a crypto conference, where we invite people that are experts in the field, and they're going to speak, you know, on crypto and everything. Hopefully the market is going to be in better shape, because I know right now ain't nobody trying to hear about crypto right now, but that's
right now it's time to buy.
Well, you said time to buy, right? We should be. I could probably get like a quarter of one at this point, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it could go down though.
You're right. Don't take no financial advice. It's not financial advice.
Yeah, if you buy and it goes down next week, hey, you know. But
it's like free fall now. I mean, this is like pre 2018 prices now.
It's 2,100 now with Bitcoin, right?
This is exactly what I needed to happen. Honestly, man, I was hoping. I would be so mad if Bitcoin was 100,000 right now, because I'm not ready. You know, my legs aren't really packed. the way that I need them to be.
Right. Now I feel you. Let me ask you, do you have a theory on why is down so far now?
Yeah, I think it's just a perfect storm right now.
Okay.
There's what do you call it? Confidence in the markets in general right now. With the whole war in Ukraine, seemed like that really sent us in a snowball and down with gas prices going crazy.
Yeah.
So then people who did have Bitcoin, that's the first thing that they're gonna sell. You know, when you see that everything's going down, I think it's a lot of what they call weak hand, you know, investors. A lot of people came in off the hype last year.
Right.
And that's but stocks are down too.
Yeah.
Stocks are down, crypto's down. So it seems like everybody's trading into fiat right now. And when I say everybody, I mean that's the weak hand, you know, the everyday person who did have crypto. But I think that the billionaires and the millionaires, I think that they're buying right now. We're basically selling our coins to them.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Kind of back to my point earlier of once the higher elites get control of all the coins, they really can manipulate it.
Yeah,
and that decentralization turns to centralization real quick. They're the only ones that got the coins.
Yeah, it really does, unfortunately. But I mean, if zooming out and with experience though, you just know that Bitcoin always goes back to its previous all-time high. Since Bitcoin has been created, it's always made it back. So
I don't know. When it got to 63, it went down to was just 35, but it bounced back to 45. And now we're at 21. So and it bounced back.
Yeah, seem to be spiraling now. But if you zoom out and go look at 2017 though, and imagine being that person who bought in at 15K,
right?
It went up to 20.
Yeah,
it went down to 3,000.
I wish we could tell the future, man. If I could tell the future, I'd tell you exactly what to do.
You'll spoil all the fun.
Because if you zoom out and look at that graph, we looking real 2017 right now. But we can't, like you say, we can't see 2025. We can't see 2030.
Facts.
Well, man, you provided a lot of good information, man. You got any more questions, Frank?
Let me see.
Here go one. What you doing? Do you own any physical coins? Any physical assets like gold, silver, houses,
commodities?
Or the job, I guess.
You all into digital
now?
now?
On crypto to get there, man. That's gonna be the first thing I sell my crypto for.
Give me 100,000 on crypto.
So I tell you what I've been doing. Like I said, I kind of left the crypto world and I just been dumping in silver and gold, more so silver, because for me and the education and the things and the people I talk to and listen to and watch, they talk about how metal, silver, gold, platinum, there's another one. Those are tangible, right? And those aren't really high now either. Those actually taking a dive too, like a little percentage or so. But for me, silver and gold is a safe haven. So like I'm taking my fiat and putting it in that, put it away for a rainy day. You know what I'm saying? As the dollar keeps dropping in value, hopefully one day the silver asset and the gold assets, those are supposed to skyrocket, right? Because as the dollar drops, those rise in value because you need more dollars to buy the same amount of silver or the same amount of gold. So that's what I've been doing. That's pretty much what I moved from crypto into that. Do you have any thoughts about commodities, silver and gold? Like, do you know about it, or is it just something like you hear about? You know, maybe I'll get some. You know, you're not sure about it, or it's just that's like the old school train of thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not hip to any tangible asset. You know, but I do know that there's value in it, though. You know, and when I am wealthy, that's definitely I'm gonna diversify at that point. But for now, I'm kind of just sticking with what I know and what I feel like I'm in at a good time and with you know knowledge in a good place right now, to where I feel more confident. Like I feel like I would need to do more research on if now was a good time to buy gold and silver, stuff like that. But I'm definitely not a hater on that.
I feel like,
though. I know.
So I'm not. I won't say I'm a pessimist or cynic, right? But if you're like one of those doomsdayer people, right? The train of thought is with everything happening in the world, with them talking about power outages and food shortages and all this shit. There's a group of people that's like, crypto, all that stuff is when the shit hits the fan, right? Electricity is not gonna help you, right? Your what you got in your wallet, what you have in your Bitcoin wallet or your crypto is not gonna mean shit if you can't access it, if you don't have power. So there's a group of people that's like dumping into silver and gold, but it's kind of cynical and pessimistic because like they're waiting for the fucking end world scenario, right? I'm not saying I believe that, but I feel like just in case, what I'm saying, I'm stacking a little bit over here to the side because again, if I have something that's tangible to trade and barter with or exchange, I could do that with those, not so much with XRP wallet or Tron, you know what I mean? So that's the train of thought. That's what I'm on at the moment right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's all. That's right.
I mean, shit, that sounds like but
yeah.
But yeah, it's better to be prepared than not. I mean, I'm gonna have to come hit you up when we.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he got mad silver over there. I ain't gonna hijack him, but he put me on. So I'm getting me something too. I was already on, collecting the gold in a different way, but silver is just as good. You know what I mean? So. And
like silver, as far as what we, gold right now is like 1,800 an ounce. Silver last time I checked was like 25 an ounce. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna get anything, you can if you dump into silver, you get more ounces than you can with gold or whatever. You have more of a valuable unit, and if it increases per ounce, you get more return, right? If you buy an ounce of gold and it goes up $100, you got $1,900. If you buy 100 ounces of silver, and it goes up, you get that per every ounce. So for me, I just when I'm talking to people, I'm saying, hey, if you're gonna do anything with metal, just do silver because it's cheap right now. It is highly used in electronics, computer chips, cell phones. There is a market for silver in the tech space, but it's more so the hardware side. That's my piece. You know what I mean? That's me. That's what I did. So like I've been in silver since November, and I just literally I put all my crypto. I sold it all. I mean, I ain't sold it all. I got some. I got XRP. That's the only one I kept.
Okay. That's
a
good one to keep.
Yeah. Oh, I knew that. I knew that. I was sad about my Tron. I had some of it. I was like, I'll let it go. SHIB kind of pissed me off, so I was happy about that.
Yeah.
But I still got XRP. But for the most part, like I just pretty much I left the crypto market. That's me personally. Depending on this conversation, I may get back in. I might start looking at some things. I might jump back in. I might check your stuff out. It could inspire me. You know what I mean? You never know. But yeah, that's my train of thought. So.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you coming on, man. Enlightening us, figuring shit out. We ain't asked you what was your figuring shit out moment, but we'll get to it maybe next time. But how can folks find you, right? And what advice do you got for them going forward with crypto?
Okay. Yeah, you could find me on Instagram. The company site Instagram is BlockChainGames.World, and then my personal is Lionel the Builder.
All right.
BLDR, Lion the Builder. And advice that I would say that I would leave you when it comes to crypto, if you are in investing in crypto, read the company's white paper. Look for the technology too.
The utility.
What is this company actually going to be doing? And where do they fit into the future? If you don't see a use for it in the future, then it's probably not gonna be, it's probably not gonna be worth it. It's gonna be something that goes up and then down. And if your timing is off, then you're gonna be in trouble. But I think that if you stick with something that you can tell is gonna be here in the future and has an actual use in the future, that would be the coin to invest in. Because when you're buying a coin earlier, it's really the technology behind the coin. Not
smart
really
contracts.
Yeah, if you're in the space, then
I believe in smart contracts. I always thought that was interesting. I think there's great utility in that aspect of Web3. 3.0.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
I ain't gonna go down the rabbit hole, but the IoT and the smart contracts,
yeah,
man, it's gonna change factory life and like I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
maybe another
It
time.
don't end. Like you were saying, as long as the world end and the world out and that don't end, then this is gonna be a part of whatever they're building in the future.
As long as we don't go back
The
to
new
the
world- be
caveman
part of-
days.
Being part of the New World Order.
Yeah.
Oh, you dropping them key. That's a key word, man. I'm gonna have to. You gonna get us
Demonetized.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you stopping by, Lionel, man.
This was dope. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you,
We can have
thank
your podcast host next week. You know what I mean, so
Yo,
hopefully we'll get both of y'all up here whenever.
fun
Yeah,
talking to
that'd be
him, man. He's a big XRP guy and he's a big
Yeah.
dude.
I like
At the same
XRP.
time.
I've always liked it since it came out, and I believed in. That was one of the ones I really did research in with the banking, and I understood it, and it made sense for me. That's why I haven't sold mine. Because I think something's gonna happen with XRP and the banks in the future. But other than that, all the other crypto, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take it and put it in gold and silver. You know what I mean? So that's what I did.
Yeah.
But, cool.
And Brian's also farming and buying farmland and all sorts of stuff. Getting
That's
ready for the
real
end of the
farm,
world.
right? Not Metaverse farms.
Yeah.
Real farm. Okay. There we
Yep.
go. That's what's up. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. All right, man.
All right,
Well, appreciate
Yeah.
it. We'll see you next time. We'll be in touch.
All right, y'all.
yes, sir.